Hello everybody and welcome back to the NK Zagreb save with me, Cultured Left Foot, and we are doing alright. We find ourselves third in the league, and that's mainly because of Hajduk's unbelievable run that they've been on. They find themselves 3 points ahead of us. We're also 1 point behind Osijek. And it's been, we haven't really been doing anything badly. We've got through for the Champions League playoff leg 2, as we know, against Red Star. We then went and beat Dynamo 3-0, a very good performance. Then beat Lokomotiva 3-1. We've had a bit of a, not a collapse, but, you know, we got absolutely smashed at the Etihad playing Man City. 6-0 loss. Didn't help that we got Josh Da Silva sent off on the 32nd minute. The press tried to make a big deal out of it, and we're like, oh, surely he's never get back in your team. I was like, well, no, he's one of our best players. Of course he's going to be playing in our team. But we followed that up with an away loss at NK Zagreb, where we played a strong team. We played the strongest team we could really push out. I mean, we changed the midfield up a little bit by playing Serge, Gunoli and Musa as the three, with Musa at holding midfield. It didn't really appear to work, but nothing really clicked. We just couldn't get into the game. The important thing about it, really, out of this one, is that we had 2,000 fans travel to see us play away, which is incredible. Because, I mean, like, Lokomotiva, who play in the same stadium as us, we took 442, so that was a bit... Oh, sorry, that was our ground. Sorry, where's the last away game? Rijeka, we took 177. Hajduk, 182. So as you can see, that's quite... I don't know why that's happened, but we took a huge number of away fans to this game, and yeah, it backfired. Simon Suter, who we sold to NK Zagreb, or he's actually on loan at NK Zagreb from us, yeah, scored against us. Scored a wonderful free kick, which was very, very annoying. But we followed that up with a 7-0 demolition job of the amateurs in the cup. We played, yeah, this team, Nehaj, I've never even heard of. Chris Laughlin getting a goal, Zahovic scoring 2 penalties, Serge scoring 2 goals, and Jean Mbanga coming on as a sub, scoring 2 goals on his debut against a bunch of amateurs. Looks like he could have something about him. We bought him in, we paid probably over the odds at 300k, but, you know, he's got a shot on him. We've realised that now, and he fits into the halfback role very nicely. So he'll be getting a few runs out in the cup games. And yeah, and then we played Rodez and beat them 1-0. Abdul Mensah got sent off after Abdul Musa had given us the goal. Musa scored a wonderful goal from the edge of the box right into the postage stamp, and it's drawn some interest from the Spanish La Liga. I was going to say Liga, no, Spanish La Liga, from Real Hispalis, who is Real Betis, because I've not yet, for some reason, I've had this game for ages and not put the real name patch on, but Real Betis are contemplating making a bid for him, so we've offered him a new contract, trying to just get him to settle down, because he's easily one of our best central midfielders in terms of stats and scoring ability. And today we'll be facing Besiktas at home, and if we have time then we'll do Istra as well, both home games. Again, we're going through and just doing the home games in the Champions League, because it's going to be, well, it depends how it goes actually, because Besiktas and Olympique Marseille drew 0-0, so we find ourselves bottom of the group, obviously, after getting smashed 6-0, but nothing that's really drastic. Man City should be smashing, excuse me while I just destroy everything. Man City should be smashing absolutely everybody in this group, so it's going to be pretty open, and I think Besiktas is one of our best chances of getting points in this division. So yeah, that's that. There's not too much else to discuss, really. If we go into the squad, and you can look here, you can see this is how we're going to line up. But stats-wise, goals, it is Cabrera who is leading the line in goals, although he's being a bit up and down in form. If we go and have a look at his latest form, you can see here. So when he scores, he obviously gets high ratings, which is great. But in between those games, 6.5, 6.6, 6.2, 6.4. So he's just lacking a little bit of consistency that we really need from our striker. And I know there are calls to go and buy like this world-class striker, but we just can't do it. We don't have the reputation to go and bring them in, so we're still relying on him to get us our goals. Behind him, Arejo and Luka Zahovic as well, which is fine. Assist-wise, Mikel Arejo and Thiago Arejo are doing well. We have really missed Mikel Arejo in the central midfield. He is unbelievably good for us. Look, I mean, the key passes are a key here. When he's been out, in 6 games, he's made 9 key passes. In double the amount of games, Abdel Musa's made 15 and Serge has made 14. So, you know, it's we are missing him, and we're looking forward to him coming back to the club. Pedro Mosquera should be fit for the next game against Istra. He's been really waiting a long time to make his debut, and Yorinen's been doing okay in goal, but he's never really our long-term choice that we want. He's only conceded 10 in 9 games, so it's not too bad keeping 2 clean sheets. But we'll have to see how it goes. There's a lot of times where I think, oh, you know, a good, agile, young goalkeeper would have got that. And, you know, that's my fault for keeping Yorin in as the first choice goalkeeper. But we're going to try and hit Besiktas on the counter-attack, draw them out, play it over the top of them on the counter-attack, trying to look to get in Zahovic, Cabrera and Orejo on the right wing, all involved, which would be good. Obviously, they're not all playing on the right wing, but yeah, that's what we want. I mean, our under-19s have just beaten Besiktas under-19s 5-4 in what must be an absolutely mental game. 2 goals for Branko Saric, who has finishing 4, so that's impressive. And 2 goals for Martin Mrmic, who is rated quite highly, but again, finishing 8. He's like another Vinko Peritin, and we don't really need another one of them. He has dropped off appearances-wise. I mean, he's on the bench today, but 1 appearance he's made in the league this year, and that's it. He hasn't featured any time anywhere else, really. He's just not what we're expecting. I think he would have grown if he was given time at Hull, if he was given game time at Hull. But let's get into the game. We've got just another loading screen to get through at the moment. Krizmanic, he's just struggling in the fact we're not playing an attacking midfielder at the moment. He's on the bench today. There he is on the bench, lacking a little bit of match fitness. But this is how we're going to line up. Bjorn in goal, Hrvoje, Velesinovic, Napoli and Riveros at the back. Tuanzebe playing the holding midfield role in the lack of Josh Da Silva, who's suspended. Serge and Abdel Musa playing here. We've swatched these 2 over, so we've put the more attacking player on the right hand side, where we've got a bit more defensive solidarity, because we've got Zahovic cutting in, Riveros pushing up, so we don't want Musa to be the attacking one as well, so he sits in the supporting role. Cabrera up front, Zahovic and Orejo on the wings. Let's get into the game. Yeah, Zahovic lacking a little bit of match sharpness, but those 2 penalties against the amateur team in the cup have given him a bit of confidence. So I'm wondering if we're trying to exploit the wings a little bit in this game. Let's go out there assertively. The media have given you a lot of praise. Go and prove them why. The Croatian media have really bigged them up. Let's go out there and say, I have said that if we lose this game, it's not that much of a big deal. Let's tightly mark the striker, and we'll show him onto his weaker foot. And I think we'll just tackle these guys quite hard in the middle of the park and see what we can do with that. Into the tactics we go. We are going to focus the play down both wings, and again look for the overlap on the right hand side. Looking for set pieces. We've taken off run at defence for this game. I just want to see if that makes a difference, because I think we are playing against better teams. So we've looked good in training. I wouldn't tell you if I had such a plan in mind, cautiously, because I'm not too sure about that. Let's get into it. We are still on key highlights, because I want to get 2 games done when we can, and I think that's the best way to do it. I think that's what you guys enjoy more. If you want to see more highlights of the bigger games, just let me know in the comments below. And also, every like and every comment and stuff makes me realise how much you guys are enjoying this save, so it would be good if you could keep them coming. Any advice and anything like that is also really much appreciated, especially from, you know, the patrons who are members of the backroom staff. If you want to give your opinions as a sort of storytelling backroom staff member, that would be really helpful. As Emery lines up a free kick over the bar, looked like Yorin had it covered. We've actually started this game pretty damn well. 5 shots there, 5 shots, 2 shots on target there, 4. So they're getting the better ones. Emery with another free kick, and Yorin pushes it away and makes the save, and Hrvoje just completes the clearance. I'm wondering if we just go a little bit more positive to try and change the game in our favour. Riveros up to Cabrera, back to Riveros. Riveros into Tuanzebe. Tuanzebe out to the right hand side to Hrvoje. Hrvoje up to Thiago Orejo. Now he should be running at his defenders, and he does. Cuts it back, holds the ball over to Zahovic on the left footed volley. What a finish from Luka Zahovic, LZ90. And I realise the massive fuck up I made in doing the squad numbers is that I didn't give him the number 90 shirt. I've got a feeling he's number like 14 or something, and I realise I really made an error there. But Zahovic, what a finish that is. What a finish from Luka Zahovic on the volley to give us a 1-0 lead against Besiktas. And but straight down the other end, Aurelio has it into Liminios, gets it back, puts a cross in, and Yorin catches that very well. Now, do we go to balance and just try and, you know, close the game out a little bit as we actually build this up nicely from the back, up to Riveros. Zahovic flowing with confidence. He's got the number 10 shirt, sorry, not the number 14. Thiago Orejo on the right hand side comes forward again into some space, drills into it, it falls to Serge. Serge is through and he shoots straight at the goalkeeper. Riveros into Zahovic, his shot's blocked. Oh, Serge, you've got to do better. You've got to be doing better. I'm going to praise them because we're beating Besiktas. Riveros with a throw. In it goes to Serge, completely unmarked. He's got runners in front of him. Lays it into Cabrera. Into the box. Cabrea's in. It's saved. He puts the rebound in. Mateo Cabrera makes it 2-0. And I did say I thought Besiktas was going to be our best chance of getting points in this group. And at the moment, it appears to be that way. As Serge got this ball, bored it down nicely, put it into Cabrera. Cabrera just ran forward. And he really should have scored his first one, but he was right place, right time to pounce on the rebound that fell to his feet. And this is going very nicely indeed as we find ourselves 2-0 up against Besiktas. And this is what I mean. Besiktas and Olympique Marseille drawing has just opened the door to us to get through. I still think we can get third and drop into the Europa League, and I would be very, very happy if that was to happen, as we get very close to half-time. Just giving them a little bit of praise again before the half-time whistle. We need to just make sure they're not going to change their formation, because I think playing on the wings is really helping us out. I mean, calmly, I'm very happy. That seems to fire everybody up. Let's just go assertively and give them the old faith healing and all that sort of stuff, which hasn't really made it. Tuanzebe, 100% headers won. Now, I've been contemplating him. I think if we can get the money from the board, we're definitely going to make his transfer permanent, as Zahovic comes really well forward over to Orejo. Orejo dinks it in, looking for Cabrera. It's cleared away, and it looks like we're starting the second half really well as well. But yeah, Tuanzebe seems to have come in and just done really, really well for us, whether it's holding midfield, centre-back. I think it's very nice. Right, they've gone attacking, so we're just going to drop down to balance just so that we don't send 2-0 up. And I think I'm going to take off the overlap left option. We've still, I mean, Riveros is still on a wing-back attack, so he's going to attack naturally anyway, but I don't think we need to encourage him to really push forward as much as he does. Hrvoje with a throw into Musa, back to Hrvoje, who managed to get back onside. Ball to the back post, Zahovic with a header, falls to him again, and he fires it in. Luka Zahovic gets a brace in the Champions League. I know a lot of people probably questioned me bringing him in, but LZ90, what a goal. I mean, he's just... I think he's one of those players where he's come with a bigger reputation than our club, so it just sort of ups him a little bit. I know there were some comments in a previous video about that and how attributes aren't, they play above what their attributes look like, and it's all because of certain reputation levels, CA levels, PA levels and things like that. But we are 3-0 up against Besiktas and currently going to be sitting second in the group because Man City are beating Marseille 2-0. So this is wonderful. Zahovic comes forward with it on a hat-trick. Great ball over the top into Cabrera, who does get past Danso. Cabrera's in. That's a wonderful save from Mohamed. Although the commentary says it was an absolute sitter, that is a great save. And I'm not going to change anything because everyone's playing so well. And we take the corner short. Thiago Orejo puts it into the box. It's headed away. Falls to Cabrera. Back to Musa. Musa has a bit of time. Looks to put it into Serge with a header. But he couldn't get it on target. And Selçuk will bring it away. And again, look at this. Besiktas, they can't even counter-attack us because we're playing so well on the defensive. Let's try and get that clean sheet. Let's just drop to a defensive nature now. We don't need to have a high tempo. We'll keep playing for this sort of stuff. In transition now, we'll just regroup and hold our shape. And out of possession, we can drop a little bit. Let's go really compact. We'll go standard there. We'll stay on our feet so that we don't dive in. I think we really just need to... Musa just over the bar. Yeah, let's try and keep this clean sheet. 3-0 up, 10 minutes to go. I could do Tuanzebe off, but I don't really have a player that we can bring on. Yorinin, on what could potentially be his last game for the club if Mosquera stays injury-free and performs well enough, is actually playing very, very well. Cabrera comes forward, just lays this back to Orejo. This is it. This is where we would just want to play this defensive shape. That's a great ball through to Cabrera. He's got Zahovic. Oh, but he didn't need him. He just sticks it in the bottom corner. It's 4-0. Unbelievable performance, this, in the Champions League. And I'm so happy that I've done this as a live comment, that you guys are here to see it as well. So, Orejo put it over the top. The defender just couldn't track Cabrera's run. The goalkeeper was committed to his near post. Cabrera puts it in the far. And it's 4-0. And this is a fantastic, fantastic performance from the guys. And it looks like it's going to finish there. What a half. 20 shots, 11 on target. 14 for Besiktas, 7 on target. We gave up a bit of possession, but Luka Zahovic showing he can do it in the Champions League. Very, very happy. We'll leave that game. Let's hope that we can reproduce that against Istra. I'm tempted to go to the 4-2-4 because they're a team we really should be demolishing. 2.42 million for that. Really helps out the finances as well. Up to 19 million now. Can we ask for more? No, I just want more transfer budget so that we can go and make the deal for Tuanzebe like complete. Maybe in January when we get there, I'll ask for it again. We'll go and do. Oh, I've sent this. I was about to say we'll go and do the press conference, but I've sent the assistant accidentally. We will praise Zahovic to say he was superb in front of goal. That left-footed volley was absolutely ridiculous. Right, while I'm here, quick update on the old facilities stuff. What's going on? So, I have logged this as a bug now officially with Sports Interactive, and they have logged it in their system. One of their quality analysts is going through it. I've given them a save before the stadium was announced, and I've given them the save after it, and they're going to basically see if they can replicate it in game. Now, I'm hoping it's nothing to do with the database that I've got and that I've created. It shouldn't be, because it should just be about Zagreb as an area and where there's space to build a new stadium. I've never known a game to stay on planning permission for like 5 seasons, so I'm hoping that they see that and think, yeah, that's the problem, and then in an update that comes out, it will make the changes and that will just jump straight away to building or something like that. But the fact that there's no like I go through my inbox and I can't find the message that says when they're going to make it, and there's nothing to suggest in here that it's going to be updated, then it's a sort of issue because I have no idea of a timescale that it's meant to be. So yeah, but just to keep you updated, that is happening and that is logged with Sports Interactive. But we also are nearly finished improving our training facilities, and we we're again improving our youth facilities as well, which is very, very nice because we need to get everything up to scratch really. I'm going to keep asking about the data facilities every time we can. I'm just going to keep upgrading all this stuff so that we can get the best possible facilities, including training, data, youth development and things like that, so that we can just keep progressing as a club, which is great. And Marco Toss apparently did, well done Marco, you did that press conference for me really well and you bigged everybody up, which is wonderful, so thank you very much. We shall I might just call it there actually and just do a very quick one-off little episode, because we're going to have a few episodes quite quickly coming, because I might actually do, well, I'm going to have to do that home game against Olympique Marseille because it's going to be really crucial. Maybe we do the away and the home. I don't know. I'm a bit. I don't know what to do here. So no, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to play these offline now. This is it. It's a one-game episode. We're going to play Besiktas in the cup. So sorry that it's only a one-game episode. But then we're going to play all of these offline for the whole month of October, which I know is a lot, but we're going to play the whole month of October, and then we're going to come back for Olympique Marseille and Hajduk because they are top of the group, top of the league. And that's going to be a pretty crucial game, I think, at that point. So hopefully we can turn our form around in the league. I say turn our form around. We've only lost 2 games. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hopefully you guys are happy with that because it's going to be the weekend as well. So we need to sort out what's going on, really. And I need to get back into the rhythm of doing PES, Football Manager, and now Champ Manager as well. And sort of, I like to have an upload schedule. I do feel like now that I'm doing it, 3 things in one go is a bit much. So I think Champ Manager is probably going to, after the Spurs save, is probably going to go away from the channel and we'll go back to just doing Footy Manager and PES. Because obviously I've got the Football Talk podcast as well on Sundays, which I record and edit and upload to the Football Talk channel. Go and check it out, link in the description. But yeah, I think that's what I mean. And the game I get the most enjoyment from is Football Manager, so I am leaning towards doing more Football Manager than Pro Evo like it was previously. Like 3 days a week would be FM and 2 days a week would be Pro Evo, and we'll go from there, I think. Let me know in the description and in the comment section what you would prefer to see. Maybe I'll do a little YouTube poll again. I know I can do it as part of the community. And the other thing is, do you think I'm rambling a lot? So I'll probably ask this in the next episode as well. Would you be interested in a Discord server where you can chat to me, we can all chat to each other as a community as part of Discord? I know a lot of other YouTubers do it. It seems quite popular, so I just thought I'd ask you guys, where I don't want to take away from you guys commenting in the comment section, because that's what it's there for, and I like that interaction, and frankly the interaction gets me more viewers, because that's what the algorithm of YouTube likes to see. It likes to see interaction, it likes to see likes and dislikes on videos. I don't know why, but yeah, that's just how it works. I don't want to take away from that, but I am tempted to set up a Discord channel if that's something that, yeah, you guys would be interested in. So yeah, just let me know down below. But that was a nice long ramble. So we'll have a quick look at the dynamics and stuff as well. So Skender, Zerga and Peritin all up there. All three of them are no longer first team players. Skender's been replaced by Tuanzebe, Napoli and Veselinovic at centre-back. Zerga's been replaced by Thiago Orejo at right-back, and Peritin is just nowhere near the first team. However, Musa, De Silva are both first-team players generally and are highly influential, which is good. And then influential players, Knezovic has lost his place a little bit, Kuzmanic has lost his place a little bit, Ulrich never had his place. Riveros, Correa, Guigon, Hervoge, Joronen and Napoli are all pretty much first-team players. So that's going pretty well. I think when it comes to January, we might terminate Josh Murphy's loan, just because when he plays, he does okay, but he's not playing that well, and he's actually stopping the progression of Guigon, who I'd prefer to actually play as the inside forward on that role. If Zahovic, you know, drops out of form and can't keep it up, I'd rather actually have where's he gone? I'd much rather have, there he is, Parfait Guigon playing as that inside forward, because that's what we're training him to do, and he's got good stats and good potential, so I think it could be worthwhile. The likes of Orejo, Pinas is someone that we've bought in as well. I think I showed you him in the last episode. If I didn't, I apologise. He's basically competition for the half-back role, and John Mbanga. And then we've bought in this guy, who I'm not sure I showed you, Seed Payaman Mohammadi, Iranian striker. He's been bought in for 195k. Looking forward to seeing him play, because I think next season he could be our starting striker as a pressing forward. Him and Pena up front could be quite the partnership, but we'll have to see how it works. Obviously, we've got Peritin, we've still got Cabrera, and we'll have to go from there. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I know this is probably a bit of a disappointment to see one game in an episode, but it's been really good. I've really enjoyed it. Ankle's feeling better. Still doubt I'm going to be fit for the cup final that I've got to play, that my team have here in Singapore, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you for all the lovely messages. Keep all your comments and your likes coming in the description. I'll put a vote out about content that you'd prefer to see. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.